Welcome to Geometrix Galaxy. Hello students, in this video we will see about Chapter 4 Linear Equation in Two Variables, Introduction and Example Problems 1 and 2. We have been studying linear equation in one variable since grade 8. Here is one example, x plus 4 is equal to 0. Here x is called the variable and 4 is called the constant. The degree of this equation is 1. There is only one variable in this equation. Therefore, we call it as linear equation in one variable. Now let us see few more examples of linear equation in one variable. X plus 5 is equal to 0. P minus 15 is equal to 0. Y minus root 5 is equal to 0, 7x is equal to 5. If you examine all the equations, the degree of all the equations is 1 and there is only one variable in each equation. So, these are all examples of linear equation in one variable. Now let us discuss how to find the solution of linear equation in one variable. Let us take one equation, x plus 5 is equal to 0. So, if we transpose 5 to other side, we will get x is equal to minus 5. So, minus 5 is the solution of this equation. Now take the next equation, p minus 15 is equal to 0. Now, minus 15 is transposed to the right hand side as plus 15. So, p takes the value 15. So, all linear equation in one variable has only one solution. Solutions are otherwise called as roots. If you come across a question like find the roots of the equation, it is nothing but we need to find the solution of the equation. The solutions are otherwise called as roots. Now, here is a question for you. In a one-day international cricket match between India and Sri Lanka played in Nagpur, two Indian batsmen together scored 176 runs. Express this information in the form of an equation. Can you guess, students? What is the equation? How many variables you are going to use? What are the unknown factors here? Please think. Here we have the total score as 176 runs. But we don't know who are the two batsmen and the score of each batsman. So, let us use x as the number of runs scored by batsman 1 and let us use y as the number of runs scored by batsman 2. Therefore, x plus y is equal to 176. Now, observe the equation. How many variables you have? Here we have two unknowns, therefore we have two variables x and y. Now also tell me what is the degree of this equation. The power of x is 1 and the power of y is also 1. Therefore, it is a linear equation in two variables x and y. Now this is a good example of linear equation in two variables. Now let us see some examples of linear equation in two variables. 1.2s plus 3t is equal to 5. Here s and t are variables and the power of s and t is 1. So this is the linear equation in two variable. We can also write it as 1.2s plus 3t minus 5 is equal to 0. Here is another example, p plus 4q is equal to 7. I can also write this as p plus 4q minus 7 is equal to 0. Here also we have two variables and the power of p and q is 1. Another example, pi u plus 5v is equal to 9. Here pi is a real number. This can also be written as pi u plus 5v minus 9 is equal to 0. Another example, 3 is equal to 2x minus 7y. We can rewrite it as 2x minus 7y minus 3 is equal to 0. So any equation which can be put in the form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, where a, b and c are real numbers and a and b are not both 0, is called a linear equation in two variables. You need to concentrate on the point why they say a and b are not both 0. Here a is coefficient of x and b is coefficient of y. If a is 0, then x term will not exist, and if b is 0, the y term will not exist. Therefore, it cannot be a linear equation in two variables. Therefore, a and b should not be equal to 0. Now let us see example 1. Write each of the following equations in the form ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 and indicate the values of a, b and c in each case. It's very interesting question, students. Here we have 4 subdivisions. Let us solve one by one. The first subdivision is 2x plus 3y is equal to 4.37. This you can rewrite it as 2x plus 3y minus 4.37, which is equal to 0. Now let us see what is the coefficient of x. Coefficient of x is 2. So a takes the value 2. What is the coefficient of y? That is 3. Therefore b takes the value 3. Now the constant term is minus 4.37. So c takes the value minus 4.37. The second subdivision is x minus 4 is equal to root 3y. We can rewrite this equation as x minus root 3y minus 4 is equal to 0. The coefficient of x is 1, the coefficient of y is minus root 3 and the constant term is minus 4. So a takes the value 1, b takes the value minus root 3 and c takes the value minus 4. Here you have third subdivision 4 is equal to 5x minus 3y. We can answer this question in two ways. Let us see one by one. 5x minus 3y, then this left hand side 4 transposed to the right hand side means it will become 5x minus 3y minus 4 is equal to 0. So a takes the value 5, b takes the value minus 3 and c takes the value minus 4. The next method is we can have 4 in the left hand side and bring 5x minus 3y which is in the right hand side to the left hand side. So it becomes minus 5x plus 3y. Already we have plus 4 there. So minus 5x plus 3y plus 4 is equal to 0. So now a takes the value minus 5, b takes the value 3 and c takes the value 4. Both the methods are correct. We can follow any method while answering this question in the exam. Fourth subdivision is 2x is equal to y. Now it can be written as 2x minus y plus 0 is equal to 0. Here a takes the value 2, b takes the value minus 1 and c takes the value 0. Now let us move on to example 2. Write each of the following as an equation in two variables. There are 4 subdivisions. In all the subdivisions, the equation is in one variable. See here, x is equal to minus 5, y is equal to 2, 2x is equal to 3, 5y is equal to 2. But we are going to write this as a linear equation in two variable. Let us take the first subdivision, x is equal to minus 5. We have x variable but we don't have another variable, so we can write it as 1x plus 0y plus 5 is equal to 0. We get plus 5 because the minus 5 from the right hand side is transposed to the left hand side as plus 5. I hope you understand. Here in the question they didn't ask what is the value of a, b and c. But here I have mentioned just for your understanding. A takes the value 1, b takes the value 0 and c takes the value 5. The next subdivision is y is equal to 2. Here we have only one variable y. So let us write this as 0x plus 1y minus 2 is equal to 0. We transposed 2 from the right hand side to the left hand side as minus 2. So A takes the value 0, B takes the value 1 and C takes the value minus 2. Third subdivision is 2x is equal to 3. We have x term but we don't have y term, so we can write this as 2x plus 0y minus 3 is equal to 0. So A takes the value 2, B takes the value 0 and C takes the value minus 3. Here also the 3 in the right hand side is taken to the left hand side as minus 3. The next subdivision is 5y is equal to 2. Here we have y variable but we don't have x variable. So we can write it as 0x plus 5y minus 2 is equal to 0. A takes the value 0, B takes the value 5 and C takes the value minus 2. That's all in this video, students. In the next video, we will see chapter 4 linear equation in two variables exercise 4.1. If you find Geometrix Galaxy helpful, consider subscribing to my channel. And please don't hesitate to recommend this channel to your friends. Thanks for watching.